Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, we are bringing you some brand new content. We are going to be starting a rebuilding series over here on 2K24. Now, this rebuilding series will consist of all 32 NBA teams, starting with the worst. Or no, not with the worst. Hold on. Let me take it back for a second. Today, guys, we are going to be rebuilding. Oh no. We are going to be rebuilding all 32 NBA teams. We're going to be starting today with the Orlando Magic. Now, in no specific order did I want to rebuild teams. I just wanted to do a team that I thought would be fun and definitely does not get talked about enough today. Now, remember, guys, if you do enjoy this type of content, like, subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite part of the video is. Also, how many championships you think we can win with this Orlando Magic team. Now, in the NBA, the Orlando Magic have been one of the only franchises to never win an NBA championship. They have been to the finals twice, once in 1995, and of course, when Dwight Howard was Superman back in '09. That team was very decent. It wasn't great. Dwight kind of carried them through the East. East was very weak, and Kobe and Powell just kind of put the work in on him in the finals. He didn't really get much done, but that's all right. It was Kobe anyways. And then kind of since then, there hasn't been real success within this franchise. They had Shaq at one point, of course, lost him after 4 years. Had T-Mac at one point. Unfortunately, his career was derailed by injuries. But looking at today's roster in 2024, we definitely have some great pieces to work with. Some of those pieces being, of course, number one pick in 2022, Paulo Banchero, averaging 23 points per game this season, shooting 36% from three, has really taken a step forward, has looked like one of the best players on the floor. Franz Wagner also took a huge jump this year, averaging about 21 points, also shooting 31% from three. Not great, but still good numbers nonetheless. Jalen Suggs has done pretty decent this year. I haven't watched enough Magic games to give a full breakdown on his game. Of course, Markelle Fultz, the number one pick in 2017, just has never really shaped out to be the number one pick. Everybody thought he was going to be absolutely amazing coming out of Washington. It didn't really turn out. So Wendell Carter Jr., the number 7 pick in Chicago in 2018. Again, another player that never really lived up to the place he was picked at. Jalen Suggs has actually been quite solid for a number 5 pick. I wouldn't say the absolute best. Cole Anthony, who was also picked 15th, another, I guess, semi-lottery pick, only one pick off. Was good in 2021. I do remember that season. After that, he's kind of dealt with some injuries, but only 23, so definitely not bad. Jonathan Isaac just doesn't really play games, constantly injured. However, I think he's been on the floor quite a bit this season. Has played 37 games, which is definitely an improvement between these 2 years. He did not really play basketball. So with that being said, guys, we are past the trade deadline. So I can't make any moves to this roster right now. It's completely in the AI's hands. What I can do, however, is give Paulo Banchero a few more minutes. Don't think Gary Harris should be really getting minutes here, but we're going to go ahead and give Paulo about 40 minutes. Markel and Jalen play about 30 a game, I guess. This team should make the play-in at 30-25. My hope is we kind of miss it, though. Just so that we get a better pick, can maybe get somebody that is more developable at guard. I like Markel Fultz and Cole Anthony. Do not get me wrong. However, they're not going to be the future stars of this team. And any good championship team has an all-star point guard. But anyways, I'm going to continue to sim this season. Probably going to show you guys what happens just during the off season. I don't really want to get into awards yet. Doesn't really matter for this season, so we'll cut that all. We'll cut all that good stuff out. It sounds good. All right, we'll be back in the off season. All right, guys. So we are currently at the draft lottery. We're not gonna have a lottery pick. We did end up making the playoffs. A little unfortunate to see. However, I still think this team is going to develop quite nice. We do end up with the 15th pick, so directly outside of the lottery. So we're going to be moving on from Wendell Carter. We're going to be picking up pick number 11 in this draft. Now I kind of want to see if I can maybe move up, maybe to pick number 9 or 8. That they're still not going to accept it. Take both those out. Sixers should agree to that. We move up to pick number 8, and I'm kind of happy there. We're going to see if anybody falls to us here, and oh my god, there's no shot. So we did add in the 2024 draft class. Alexander Sarr, if you guys do not know, is another player coming out of France this year, and he looks absolutely amazing. So he's going to go ahead and be our future center to play alongside Paulo. Coming out of the draft, he is a 78, the best in the class. So very, very good stuff to see and to start this rebuild. Paulo obviously going to accept his 2-year team option. The rest of the team probably not going to get extended. I don't know who that random player was, but he'll get extended because why not? So looking at the roster now, I know I did say I want a point guard. But that center, I'm telling you, Sarr is going to be ridiculous. I wish I pulled up his stats for you. Let's see if we go to the draft here. Can we still? No, obviously we're not going to be able to. But it was very, very good. Let's go ahead. We have quite a bit of money in free agency this year, which means if we want to, we could find a good point guard to go after a pickup. However, I don't think that's going to happen. Obviously, Tyrese Maxey is going to accept that. However, we cannot bring him back, or we cannot bring him over here. We're not gonna risk that. It looks like we can't hold on to Markel Fultz, which is a little disappointing. Kind of wish we could have. Oh, we can if we get rid of Goga. All right, which means we can bring Markel back. Sixers obviously going to go ahead and match that. We have bird rights on Markel Fultz. He has 0 offers, so we go through one more day. We're going to go ahead and sign him to quite a cheap contract if we can. Go ahead and give him that team option there. This contract is going to be worth $33 million over 2 years. So if he will accept that, that is going to be a huge cut in pay for him. Beautiful. And in player progression, guys, Jalen Suggs is the only one to take really a huge jump here, 3 overalls, which is good to see. Paulo still only 21, so definitely still going to develop. Only jumps up 1, which is okay. We're going to try to improve that. I forgot Anthony Black was on this squad as well. We have a lot of depth, I feel like. Jet Howard picked 11th in 2023. Caleb Houston, I remember that. I remember that player, person. All right, and here's our starting lineup, guys. So you already saw it. Our starting five: D'Lo, Suggs, Wagner, Paulo Banchero, and Alexander Sarr. Alexander Sarr, kind of the odd man out on this starting five. However, once he develops, he is going to be an amazing player for us. Off the bench, we have Roy, Cole Anthony, Anthony Black, and Moritz Wagner. Going to be an interesting bench. Should be fun to see how this team plays. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to sim to the end of this season. We might stop at the trade deadline to make a few trades, but I don't want to make this video super long. So just 35 games into the season. Maybe we're overreacting. Maybe we're not. Not 35. I'm not even sure how many games we are into the season. I'm pretty sure it's 35. However, D'Lo averaging just 12 points and 6 assists, shooting 39% from the field and 31% from three. Definitely his worst year by far as a player. But we're getting offered Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks. Definitely not the worst thing in the world. Now, Trae Young, 27 points per game, 9.6 assists, shooting 50, 40, 90. There's just no way we don't make a trade for him right now. We are going to lose a little bit of depth with Roy Hachimura, of course, leaving. However, we're adding Trae Young, so it doesn't really matter. Number one comes to a close here. Luka Doncic, a triple-double, 37 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, almost 50% from three. That has got to be probably the best season of all time. Alexander Sarr going to go ahead and win MVP, Rookie of the Year for us. About 14 points, 10 rebounds for him. About a steal and a half and 2.5 blocks, which is very cool to see from him. Of course, Victor Wembanyama not going to be competed with here. 3.5 blocks, 2 steals for him. Defensive Player of the Year. Other than that, we don't really care about any other awards, and unless, of course, one of our players make it. But we're not going to see that on the first, second, or third team, in case you guys even really cared. Alexander Sarr makes all defensive second team, which is very cool to see. We finished... Did we not even make the fucking... We finished 30 and 52 with Trae Young in the lineup. Super interesting. Real quick, let me show you guys some stats. Paulo Banchero, Trae Young led the team in scoring, 25 points per game, about 10 assists, shot 50, 40, 89. So a very good season from him. Paulo Banchero, 21 points per game, about 10 rebounds and 5 assists, shot 44% from the field and 32% from three. Franz Wagner, 17 points per game, shot about 30% from three. So his three-point percentage has definitely gone down, but it's all right. We already saw Sarr's stats. Jalen Suggs, 13 points. Didn't really do much else. Averaged almost a block a game, which is pretty cool. Shot 42% from three, which is also very good to see. Rest of the bench didn't really do much else, which is kind of concerning, considering all things. So we do have 2 top 10 projected picks. Now, I know with 2K, you usually don't hop up. You usually hop down, if anything. So I'm not really expecting to get the 3rd pick here. I'm more expecting to get like the 5th or 4th. It'd be very cool to see us hop up, but 2K usually doesn't bless us. We're going to go ahead and just skip it straight up, and we drop out of 3. We go to 4, like I said. We stay at 10 there as well. Rockets get 2 top picks, which is going to be insane for them. I don't really know how good this draft is this year. Of course, it's auto-generated AI. And the draft class quality is only at 50. So we might have to potentially trade up for the number 1 pick. And he was an 83 overall. That is insane. That is so good for our team. All right, guys, and this is what player progression looks like. A beautiful scene for this team. That rhymed. That was pretty good. 3 overall jumps for Alexander Sarr, 5 for Anthony Black, a massive jump, 2 for Suggs, 1 for Wagner, and 2 for Paulo Banchero. Starting 5 looks very good. System proficiency is 3.5 stars. So we're going to be running the balance system. We're going to go ahead and sim this season. We're going to give it a full year. Trae Young does need to be re-signed. Ooh, not starting off too hot. Hopefully we can pull it together by the end of the season and make a playoff spot for the first time in a few years. End of sim year number 2. Luka Doncic goes ahead and picks up another MVP, which is pretty interesting. Back-to-back Rookie of the Years for the Orlando Magic. Marty Jordan had an amazing season. Jarris Walker, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby gonna pick up another Defensive Player of the Year. Interesting stuff. We're probably not gonna see. Amen Thompson makes all NBA second team. Interesting. 14, 10, and almost 10. He almost averaged a triple-double. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Yep. 0 Magic. We also... Okay, we're the 10th going up against Boston. We're eliminated. We absolutely deserve to be eliminated. We won like 4 games after the All-Star break. It was so bad. Oh my god. We jumped up to 4. That is absolutely amazing for us. Wait, am I bugging? I think I might be bugging. No, we do jump up to 4. Alright, absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead, sim to the draft, and see if we can make any moves here. But I think I like this a little bit better here. We're going to do this trade. So, not a whole lot that went on in free agency. Of course, we re-signed Paulo, bringing back Trae for 1 more year. Gonna be interesting to see how this team shapes out this year. I think we have an extremely good roster. We picked up DeJounte Murray, Onyeka Okongwu. Marty Jordan jumps up 4 overalls. Paulo is still improving. So all good things around here. And with our new starting 5, we look absolutely amazing. Trae and DeJounte get paired back up, so hopefully we can see this. We can hopefully see them go further than they did. They did make a conference finals together, so. But this time they have a lot of pieces around them. Our bench looks very, very good this year. Hopefully we don't end up just shitting out like we've done the past 2. But I have high expectations for this team. System proficiency, 4.5 stars for us. It's going to be hard to lose games, unless I just jinx myself there. You guys are going to see the result of this season. Probably not going to see any crazy stats or anything. Well, guys, it looks like the protector of Gotham wins MVP. Ja Wick. 29 points per game, 11 assists. Must have had an amazing season on the Grizzlies, or the Grizzlies must have had an amazing season. Cam Thomas doing his thing on the Pistons apparently. Wemby still uncontested for DPOY. Luka is still averaging a triple-double. So nothing too out of the ordinary here in year number 3. Trae Young does make all NBA third team. Absolutely beautiful to see. We have yet to see a player making all NBA team for a shot. 50, 40, 86. Average 21.5 and 10.5 assists. So very good year to see from him. In terms of defensive teams, we got nothing, of course. But yeah, 55 and 27. Only 1 game shy of the first seed, which the Pistons did finish. So it looks like we had a very good year. In terms of points, we already saw Trae Young's stat line. 21 points per game for Paulo Banchero, 8 rebounds and 5 assists, shot 42% from 3. Had a very good shooting split year, besides the free throws, of course. Franz Wagner averaged 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 45% from the field, and about 33% from 3 again. So definitely not bad. DeJounte Murray picked him up last year. In free agency. 15 points, averaged about a steal and a half a game, shot 50, 40, almost 90, so a very good year alongside Trae Young. And Alexander Sarr 14 points, 8 rebounds, about 2 blocks a game. Shot 30% from 3, so definitely an upgrade. Marty Jordan coming off the bench, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Didn't really improve too much in any place except for the 3, 37%, which is very good to see from him. With that being said, we end up getting the Cavaliers in the first round, who actually have Colin Sexton back. No Donovan Mitchell, which is super interesting. TJ Warren starting at small forward. Year of life. We haven't made it yet in a simulation year. We're going up against the Cavs. We're not going to go through every game here. However, we are going to just start hopping right into it and simming. Marty Jordan leading the way in our first game. Pretty cool to see. I don't feel like anybody's going to straight dominate. It looks like Marty is dominating. Garland and Mobley had a dominant game, though. Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's not good when all your team is scoring is 20 points. Trae Young, 36 and 18 to tie the series. 24 and 10 for Marty, who is playing amazing for us off the bench, apparently. Paulo having kind of a subpar series, averaging 14 and 8, which is all right. He does have Mobley on him. Oh, Lord. Are we going to lose in the first round of the playoffs to the 7th seed? Can we hold on to a lead? We can. 30 points from Paulo, 30, 11, and 7, 2 steals as well. 23 and 12 from Trae Young. Pretty cool stuff. Darius Garland, 36 points. We force a game 7, which is super interesting. We are home, so kind of gives us a slight advantage. However, I don't know how much of advantage we're going to get here. Can we hold this lead with a minute to go? We're up 10. It looks like we'll be able to, and we're going to be moving on from the first round. So in the conference semis, we're going to be going up against the 3rd seeded Raptors. Grady Dick, 80 overall, so it looks like he's actually developed quite nice. Scotty Barnes, 91 now. Zach Edey, 80 overall as well, averaging 15 and 10 in the playoffs coming off the bench. So pretty cool stuff to see there. This team doesn't scare me nearly as much as the Cavs did. And in game 1, we go ahead and win by 5 here. So not a blowout win. And now they flip around and win by 7, 29 from Scotty. Pretty cool. We lose game 3 by 1 point. Trae and DeJounte doing their thing. Paulo has been very iffy throughout the playoffs for us. We go ahead and tie it up. DeJounte and Paulo, I guess. Paulo did have a good game here. 23, 12, and 8, 3 steals. 21 and 14 for Trae. In a 20-something point game from DeJounte. We go up 3-2, 28 and 11 from Paulo, 26 from Franz, who's also been quite quiet this playoffs. I also haven't seen Alexander Sarr doing too much, but I guess that I just saw Trae Young with 9 points as well. I guess that kind of comes with the team. 36 and 12 for Paulo, 19 and 10 for Trae. However, we do go ahead and lose game 6, so we end up facing the Raptors at home here. A second game 7. Can we get it done? We're up, but can we hold a lead? It's going to be close throughout this 4th. I can already feel it. Will we be able to hop into this game? Definitely possible. It's a 4-point game. However, if we just hold the lead, I feel like we're just going to... Okay. We finally get a chance to hop into a playoff game. A game 7 at that, too, for our first one. Weird lineup out on the court, but it's all right. We're not going to complain. I'm sure somebody fouled out or something.
To take the lead,
Trae.
It's hauled in by the
Oh
Raptors.
my Lord, he missed a wide open jumper.
Walker and Bankero at the 3 and the 4. Trae Young out there with Murray, and it's a Kongwu in at the center position. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Bro, who is that? How does he hit that, but Trae can't hit that same shot? Fucking Trae Young. Dude, what are you doing?
3-second difference between the shot clock and
Trae,
the game clock.
Gonna go one-on-one.
Outside Murray.
Again.
Pass to Bankero.
Scotty's on
Young against
Paulo,
quickly.
so it doesn't make
Young,
sense.
the pass to a Kongwu. It's stolen by Pirtle. And they
I'm
committed an
trading your
intentional
ass.
foul. We'll see.
Player progression. We're not seeing too many players progress anymore. Sar should be, but of course, with all these stars on the team, he's not going to be absolutely amazing. Marty Jordan does jump up another overall, which is amazing to see. We're gonna look to make some changes this season, for sure. I really like Franz. We could look to trade him. We could look to trade Trey Young. It really depends on how I feel. And also the offers I get here. We didn't do bad last season in terms of how far we got in the playoffs. However, it was kind of quick and short in terms of the output. All right, so a little bit of an interesting shakeup here. Franz, Wagner, and John Isaac for Bam Adebayo. It's starting to get a little messy in the league, which is all right. And Marty can get about 32, and DeJounte can get about 28. So that is the starting lineup we're going to be running for this season. Kind of yapped for a minute there, but it's all right. System proficiency is a 4-star, balanced, which is all right. We do have a new coach because I forgot to do some signings. But this time around, Jokic going to go ahead and win MVP. Average his own triple-double this year. Pretty cool stuff to see. Oh, Wemby, another DPOY. Bronny actually wins a record, and we win Coach of the Year. All NBA first team, in case anybody really cares. All NBA second includes Trey Young, who averaged 21 points and about 12 assists this season. Very, very good. And Paulo Banchero on all NBA third team, averaged about 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Shot 50, 40, 70, which is very, very cool to see. We went 64 and 18, so absolutely smashed the Eastern Conference. And Trey Young. Marty Jordan, starting for us this year, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, about a steal and a block a game. Very good stuff from him. DeJounte, about 14 points, 5 assists, and a steal a game as well. Shot 38% from 3, 54% from the field, and 93% from the free throw. Bam, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 59% from the field. Apparently he was shooting threes, only a block a game, which is all right. That's not bad. Alexander Sarr coming off the bench, about 14 points, about 7 rebounds, and about a block and a half a game. Of course, coming off the bench, he's not going to be able to do as much damage. Shot 39% from 3, which is very efficient, 49% from the field. So going to be great coming off the bench for us if we don't win the chip this year, which I'm kind of expecting us to. Of course, I have to do it to my team, though. Jaylen Brown, Jason... Oh, my... God, how are they the fucking playing? Alright, sorry for that. Pretty good there. Let's go ahead and sim game 1. We go ahead and win here. Trey Young, 32 and 11, 31 and 6, 8 and 6 from Paulo. Also 3 blocks, so very good stuff to see from those two. Jaylen Brown, 34 points. Chris Stapps doing his thing. I don't know who Irving Hughes is, but another Irving on. Oh my God, we almost just in the entire playoffs. Oh. 32, 9 and 3 from Paulo. 22 and 12 from Trey. Good stuff to see. However, Boston does take us down. Tatum had a very, very good game. So couldn't do much about that. Game 3, Trey Young, 26 and 12. Very good stuff to see from him. Celtics do tie it up, win by 3. Paulo still playing very good. Please, please, for the love of God. We got to be out of here. That's it. Marty Jordan, 24 points. Paulo almost choked. Paulo and Trey almost choked that one. We go to Game 7 against the Celtics. I mean, I kind of expected it. I didn't watch. It's a 3-point game with 1:38. I need to see what's happening. Okay, Onyeka is at the free throw line.
For just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such.
And Orlando making a change here. Murray's checked in. Good on both.
DeJounte was checked in, which is good. Bam is
On
also
the floor
in.
for Boston.
Apparently they weren't in.
Then there's
It's all right.
Vanderbilt.
We need to play defense here. Jalen Brown.
In at the small forward.
Hey, and with Brown guys,
That's all right. We still have a minute 27. Paulo, we don't need a
whenever
three.
he has the ball in a good
Come
spot.
down and score here. Paulo against Hawkheads. Definitely an interesting matchup.
Inside.
Paulo to Bam. Perfect 1-2 punch right there.
Adebayo's
Beautiful
got 4 points
play.
this quarter. Puts up a deep 3.
Irvin.
And it's Orlando with the
Oh,
rebound.
I was holding my breath there to say
Guys,
the
it's come
least.
down here to a very
Here
important
we go,
possession.
Paulo.
No
Don't do
room
that.
for
Okay,
error.
Paulo to Bam.
And you can't
Easy
get a
money, I
bigger
guess.
bucket than that.
Well, that was one.
That
team.
was a
He
very good
wanted the
play.
ball.
There we go.
Nobody else was
Putting
taking
us
that
up
shot.
one. We got to play defense here. On the shot clock. Hawkheads with Paulo on him. 4 seconds to go. Gonna find Irvin.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Here are the Magic now. Here's
We're gonna hold it for the
Banchero.
last shot. Are we serious? There's no way. Guys, we gotta do this. Is horrible.
Down low. Here's
Oh my god,
Orlando.
Bam. Thank you.
Flying high and throwing
Pushing
it
us
down with
to a
one
tie
hand.
game.
One of his favorite moves
Tatum. Don't know why he's not in the game.
to win the game. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is
Jesus.
on. And regular.
All right, doing a little simcast work here. So this is how we're gonna go out. Can't hit a 3. Can't do nothing. All right, guys. Well, kind of forgetting what sim year it is. However, this is what we're dealing with. We have no Onyeka anymore, which is all right. It is not the worst thing in the world. The bench still looks very solid in my eyes. Marty Jordan takes a 5 overall jump. So hopefully him and Paulo can be a very good duo this year. Trae Young did digress 1, which is alright. It's not the worst thing in the world. We're going to play him 34 minutes because he is the point guard. Hopefully we can get to the championship this year. Last year we just ran into the Celtics first round. I don't know why they were in the play-in. Alright, so guys, again, I've lost complete track of what sim year it is. I believe it is number 5. Tyrese Halliburton goes ahead and wins MVP. Judd Bush. Very confusing name. Scoot, 6th man of the year. Currently an 89 overall, not bad at all. Victor completely dominating the Defensive Player of the Year award. Now has 6, has won every year since the beginning of the sim. I guess this is, this is year 5 then. Marty Jordan, most improved player, jumping up from 14 points per game to 25. Massive jump, 25 points per game, 10 rebounds, about 4 assists, a steal, and about a block and a half a game. Shot 51% from the field, 39% from 3, 90% from the free throw line, so nearly 50, 40, 90. Had an amazing year. All-NBA second has Marty on it, which is very cool to see. And All-NBA third, Josh Giddey makes All-NBA third, averaging 22, 8, and 7. Wow, that is super interesting to see. The children toucher. Yes, that is what he is known for. We finished as the 2nd seed. We kind of fell off after the All-Star break, which is fine. The Raptors end up as the 1st seed. No Celtics that we have to go against. We do have to go against the Pistons. Donovan Killigan, who I believe was picked in 2024. is here, looking big and beefy. Same with Isaiah Stewart. I'm kind of scared because also, yeah, this man is here. So, I mean, we're going to see, we're going to hope, and we're going to pray. I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and sim. Oh, wait. We lost game 1. So nice. 25 points per game for Marty Jordan. We already saw his stat line. Great year for him. 26 points per game for Paulo Banchero. 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Shot about, 6 assists. Shot about 50, 40, 68 once again. Another great season from him. So can't really complain there. Trae Young, 18 or about 19 and 11 from him. Shooting 50, 40, 87. Great efficient year from him. Rest of the squad doing what they need to get done. It's not super interesting to see people put up 13, 14 points. I'm not really sure why we didn't have anybody dominate on this team, but it is what it is. We go ahead and win game 2 here. We end up getting past them. Now we go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers with AJ Griffin out in the lineup. Jalen Brunson somehow ended up on the team. No Jarrett Allen, which means, of course, no superstar big. Still, though, kind of scares me. They do have JB. Not going to call him JB, though, because that is for Jaylen Brown. We go ahead, go up 2-0 here. They're going to win game 3. Very good stuff to see here. Up 3-1, and we end up making the conference finals. Now, we do go up against Toronto, who ended up getting Walker Kessler. I think they had Colin Sexton. Nope, they didn't have Colin Sexton last year. They didn't have Isaiah Collier. They made a lot of trades, and their team got a whole lot better. So I'm a little bit scared. But let's go ahead and sim it here. We win game 1 by only 6. We go ahead and win game 2 by only 3. Raptors going to win game 4. Game 3. We go ahead and win game 4. And we are going to make, the NBA Finals. I'm sorry I just rushed through that entire playoff push. It has been way too long in this sim, honestly, for this team to reach this point. We now find ourselves facing the Suns, who have an interesting team. Bobby Portis has the cleanest fucking shades on I've ever. That is the coolest picture I have ever seen. AI generated, I'm not gonna lie. That man is looking quite drippy there. Drippy Portis Jr. Might dominate us, not gonna lie. We go up against Devin Booker, who is a 95 overall. So, gonna be kind of tough to beat. 4-1 on every one of our teams here. So now we can take it nice and slow through the first few games here. Game 1 at home. Orlando's first finals since 2009. Yeah, 2009-10 season. Trae Young puts up 30 points. Marty Jordan, 23, 9, and 6. Bam Adebayo, 13 and 10. He's had quite a quiet playoff run. Paulo puts up 12. And has a very bad first game in the finals. Regardless, we end up winning. That's with the minutes right now. Hop into Simcast here. We are home for this one. Starting off strong here. Always possible for the Suns to make a comeback. Drippy Portis is on the team over there. We end up winning 99-81, so not a high-scoring game at all. Paulo makes up for that horrifying first game. 34 and 11 from him. 22 and 14 from Marty Jordan. So, another great game there. We go up to, we are going away now to Phoenix. So, we get down to about 113 here. Let's go ahead and hop in and see if we can pull away with a Game 3 win. Paulo finds Marty. Suns have a chance to take the lead. Gonna look for Marty Jordan in the post. Ugliest jumper in the world. Gonna end up missing here. Suns now have a chance to potentially get okay. There he is, Mr. Portis, with his shades getting a foul. So see if he can hit these 2 free throws here. Maybe 2, depending on if he hit a free. Trey's gonna find Apollo, who almost throws the ball away. That could have been huge. Marty, layup is good. If you have Jordan in your last name, it's pretty much expected that you're going to dominate. Booker with a chance to win the game here. 16 seconds, shot is off. And Young is going to get shoots 89% from the three. Trey going to hit both. 10 seconds. Booker still has a chance to tie. Oh my God, whoever the fuck Green is, he just hit that shot, I'll tell you that. Trey Young. Oh, he almost hit that. We're going to overtime to inbound it. We need a big play here. We don't necessarily need a 3. We just need to score. Paulo's going to back down whoever this Green character is and hit his layup. Huge shot from Paulo. Pushing the pace, one-on-one with Book. No, completely just run around him, fading away, and hitting! Paulo says too small. Kuzma 9 on the shot clock. Gonna go to the post against Elts, but Marty Jordan. That's not. Oh, I jinxed myself. Bro, why do I miss? That's what it be. Trey Young off the 15 seconds. Let's look for Paulo here. He's been dominant all game. It's looking like we're going to go for the win with Paulo. Paulo backing down. 5 seconds, going to get triple teamed. Kicks it out. Young for the win! And it's off. Booker is fouled with .2, and the Suns are just going to get away with this one. All right, so game 4 here, a pivotal game in the series, and it looks like we're not going to have anything to hop into this time around. 122-109. Paulo 45 points. 9 of 10 from 3, 90%. That is a ridiculous game. Going home to Orlando now. Can we close it out in front of the home crowd? It would be quite poetic to do so. Suns do make quite a comeback here. Okay, we have a tied game. A minute 34 remaining. This is really fun to see. Booker in the lane scores and makes it a 2-point lead. Trey Young inside. Paulo gonna get doubled. Does not matter. Turns and dunks it. 23 points for Paulo. It just looks like he's so dominant. I know I said that nobody's been dominant. Trey just got all for us. We needed to get DeJounte on me, but big defense from Sarr. Nobody around to rebound. And Isaiah Jackson is going to push this to a 4-point lead. All right. We pretty much need a 3 at this point. Bam going to look to inbound it. Paulo was wide open. I don't know. If we don't get a quick shot here, we're kind of fucked. Trey for 3. It's good! DeJounte, don't get blown by. Booker has been clutch all game. Layup. No good. Murray comes up with the rebound. A 1-point game. We're going to find Sarr inside. It's going to go to Paulo with 9 seconds. The championship on the line. 4 seconds. Paulo gonna find Trey for the win. In and out. Why would Paulo pass the ball up? And why is Trey taking the final shot?
I'm utterly furious at you if we lose this game. Or... we're going to game 7. Trey.
40 minutes to our starters. We don't want our bench touching the floor. It's going to be back and forth all game. Of course it is. Oh, I mean, this is how we like it. This is how we like it. I can't watch. We have 3 minutes left. This is going to be the longest finish to a sim I've ever done. Marty Jordan on the inside, gonna miss. We need to play some lockdown defense. Paulo and Marty working the 2-man game inside. Jordan, slam dunk. Kyle Kuzma, wild layup, gives Jordan the board. Marty is tired. Keep it running. Paulo for 3. It's good. Puts the 3 in the air. And a clutch shot in this series. Will he do it again here? Kuzma for 3. No good. With the ball this time. Young, you better not shoot this shit, bitch. Young, floater in the lane. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up and in. Squad. Booker a 3. Oh. Makes this a 1-point game. That was a huge shot for the Suns. Iron drive. Can't get anything there. 7 seconds on the shot clock here. Trey's going to be forced to drive. The layup is good. Back to back. Big shots for Trey Young. We're inside the last minute of game 7. Trey playing big defense too. You know what? I feel comfortable with him. He's going to the rim. Fouled. So Trey with a chance. Huge plays from Trey Young. Booker makes Trey fall and hits another shot. Okay, we're going to give it to Paulo. Paulo feels like he can make it, and he does. Pushes the lead back to 5. Booker driving on Trey again. His floater won't go, and Trey comes up with the 4. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty confident that that'll pretty much do it. Trey hits both. Playing defense on Booker again. They're going to double him. Pretty smart, not going to lie. Booker's floater won't go. And Trey's just going to dribble it out. After 5 years of sin, Paulo Banchero, Trey Young, a whole jumble of players will get their first ring. And they're only because I'm not going to be fucking terrible with this. Let's go, baby. The Magic are 2029 NBA champions. Raise that thing nice and high. Trey Young, Finals MVP. Okay. We finally did it. After 5 whole years. Trey Young was holding Finals MVP. But yes, Paulo Banchero definitely deserved it more. 47% from 3, 57% from the field, 80% from the free throw line, averaged almost 30 points, 10 rebounds, about 7 assists and a block a game. Absolutely dominated this Finals. We're going to leave off on a great note. After 5 years of sim. We end up winning a championship in our 5th. Now, if you guys want to see longer sim videos, leave a comment down below what team you want to see next. And if you rather see me do a 10-year rebuild, we can do full career sims. We can do whatever you guys would rather want to see. If you guys did even make it this far into the video, I love you. You guys are awesome. You guys don't even have to leave a like or subscribe at this point if you've legitimately watched up to this point. You're just a great human being. Yeah, I think that's it. You guys have a great day now. Peace, y'all.